This week at the vet, one cat is in for castration. Topsy is in for his blood test so that he can travel to Ireland, and Wilbur is back to be spayed and to follow up on her blood test for the UK.
Welcome again to yet another Saturday of our normal healthcare program treatment here. We've just got 2 surgery that we are about to do. This is a male cat that we're supposed to castrate, and there is a female cat also inside here. So we're just trying to prepare to make sure we do arrange for the surgery, and we've just done some few normal follow-up treatments and see few more cases. And starting this week, we had a very extraordinary surgery, I should say, because there was a German Shepherd with some huge lump on the stomach. Then we had to remove it. That was very challenging, but thank God we were able to succeed in the whole procedure. It's unfortunate it was not captured on camera, but that was one of the challenging jobs we did this week.
Scooby is first in for castration, carried out by Zainab.
This is a male cat, the same like we did for dogs. We remove the testes and the spermatic cord together, we cut, then we tie. Yeah, like for cats, you see they are small but they are very delicate, especially in the part of giving anesthetic. Give more anesthetic, by the time we are done, it's gone. So with cat, they are very delicate. So you need to be very careful when giving anesthetic, especially to cats. He's really healthy. We only brought him for castration. And now he's awake from the anesthetic. He has now recovered. Though not fully, but he has recovered now. So now I'm happy. I know there's no problem because cats are very delicate in giving anesthetic. Well, the advice is for now, just after surgery, no food, no water. Until he is fully recovered, then she can give water. Then maybe late in the evening, she can give food. Just a little portion of food. Then tomorrow she can give the normal food she usually gives to her pets. Castrating pets, you have the advantage, you have the disadvantage. Like castrating your pet, we prevent him or her from getting some infectious diseases we they get from especially sex, that you have some sex transmitted diseases. Then you can prevent also your animal from going out roaming around in search of female dogs or cats. So mainly that's why people castrate their animals.
With every surgery, you have what we call post-operative shocks. These are injections that you give after the operation, like painkiller, antibiotic, which is very crucial for the animal because he has gone under surgery. So we are expecting to give painkiller, and also for infection, we are also giving antibiotic for the wound, and also we're going to apply some wound spray on the surgical area, as you can see, and the cat is almost waking up.
I have one female cat for surgery.
Cats are very delicate because these are one of the delicate pets we have to deal with here. Because the moment you allow the cat to escape, no way you cannot get the cat back. So we'll make sure we take all necessary precautions before handling the cat. This place is not too safe.
Exactly.
So we're going down to the consultation room where we can close the entire place. Suppose she may want to escape, then the whole place is closed. Here it's too open, and people really love their pet, and we have zero tolerance for animal escaping. This is a must. We don't have any explanation. So that's why we make sure we do everything possible. We take every precaution. We are very meticulous in that area. We don't just have an explanation, oh, your cat was this, your dog was this. We don't allow that. So let's go down. In this situation, they are quite frightened. So, one, you have to be very, very careful not to hurt the animal in the process. I think she's good. All right. So I think the injection is there, but let me just see if I could grab her. Yeah. Just take your time. Okay, fine. So just giving the anesthetic.
Now this is a female cat. I'm about to do a surgery, which we normally call spay, where we remove the ovaries, the uterus. Somebody call ovarian hysterectomy, when you remove the uterus, the ovaries, all are removed. So that is what I'm going to do now.
Scrooby and Wilbur are out of surgery and are now in recovery.
Yeah, I've just finished the surgery with the cat. Just giving her some analgesic for the pain and antibiotics. So I've just put her in again. But I'm not going to close the door because she's not fully recovered yet. So I just leave it this way until she recovers. Sometimes it's 30 minutes. Depending on the animal sometimes, depending on the way the surgery come out. Sometimes you have bleeding. But not always all surgeries are perfect. Sometimes you have some complications. So with complication you can have an hour or more. But if it's normal, like 30 to 45 minutes, you're done. I gave her analgesic for pain. Then I gave her antibiotics as well. She has been coming for treatment because she has got her rabies vaccine. She has been coming for treatment here.
Next in is Topsy, who needs a blood test before traveling to Ireland.
Topsy.
This is Topsy. We brought him here for his blood test because like he will be traveling to Ireland. We just want to know like if he's free of any sickness and all. Well, this is the second time we coming here. Like there were 4. The rest is gone and he's the only one left now because he got some sickness in his body. So we're trying to see that if it's clear then he can go as well. Topsy is a cool guy. Sometimes he's smile, sometimes he's very angry. Like when he sees strangers and he don't know you and no one is around, he get agitated and stuff like that.
So this now the test you put the blood in. So for travel with her, for go out. When we take the blood from the dog, we put her inside her so that you can go out. Then get a lab when you test them, this dog fit for travel. If you know whether if you get any sick or healthy for travel, then they get lab doing the test them. Pass the test, you go travel. But if you not pass the test, you go there, come, can't stay.
What we have done, just take some blood, about 5 minutes. So they are taking the blood now for the test. Well, to test their rabies antibody level in their system to see that they are free from rabies. You know, rabies is a deadly disease, it's transmissible between animal to man. That's why they require to take blood to do blood tests. They are laboratories, but we don't have the facility to do this particular type of tests.
Animals are given a card to record all tests and vaccinations given.
guy, we just took his blood, and then he's on a way now to Ghana for the checking of it. That will be done, maybe say maybe 2 weeks from now, and then Topsy will be ready to go if he's clear of disease.
Next in is Wilbur for blood tests to check she is fit to travel to the UK.
Yeah, just now I'm back because they need to take blood that I will then take back to the UK that gets tested in a laboratory to make sure that she's clear of rabies. So, but it can only be tested in certain approved laboratories, and there's one in the UK, and I'm flying home tomorrow. So that's why the blood's going to be taken now. But I forgot to bring her card. I forgot her card, but hopefully you've got her microchip number. Take the blood back for testing this next week, and then she'll come home with me at the end of August. But she'll have to spend 2 months in quarantine.
Yes.
So she'll go into a kennel in the UK for 2 months before she can be released back to me. Really, I'm very pleased with it. Her stitches are dissolving. She was very weak when we first got her home, but she's coming around. As you can see, she looks very well. She only had the operation 3 days ago, and she looks well. So I'm pleased with them. They did really well here. She's doing so well. I'm very pleased. Thank you.
Okay.
She really is. She's just having her blood test for her rabies.
Okay. Yeah, the place where we did the operation is all right, eh?
Yeah. You can. I mean, I'll show you in a minute, but I'm scared she's going to run away.
Okay, yes.
And that bag gets so hot for her. You can see how much instructions there are just for sending a blood sample to the UK laboratory, which you can understand because they've got to absolutely make sure it's the right cat and at the right time.
This is the fall.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it back tomorrow when I fly.
Okay.
That's where it needs to be done now. So. They're going to deliver her to my address once they've taken the blood. I think because I was getting in the way.
Next in is Cookie, who is left in the clinic whilst his owner is at work and will be collected later in the day.
My dog's name is Cookie. I got him here in Sierra Leone. I think he's about 2.5 months old right now. Why I decided to take him, because I grew up with dogs. I grew up with generations of dogs. I just love dogs because they give pure love and they're more loyal than people. And it's just, I don't know, you always have something with you that you know they will never leave you unless you leave them. So this is one of the reasons that I take care of my little doggy. I'm working, and it's very important for a dog to have social skills with people. So when you're working, you leave them alone. If they're a pet, they can become depressed or they can feel lonely or ignored. So it's always good to be around different animals and people. It's just like us new human, because they have feelings.
Every morning when she's about to go and walk, and then you leave the dog with us, and then we take good care of this dog. So she lets food for the dog, and then we give the dog food every day.
Study advises pet owners who bring in their pets to take into consideration what they are told in the clinic.
If we administer any treatment here and the owner goes home without following some of those procedures or those advices that will be given, then at the end of the day we wouldn't succeed. So we engage owners coming here with dog, how to wash their dog, when to come in for vaccination, because we've taken it as a routine that every year you need to do your rabies vaccination. Every 3 months at least you need to come here if even the animal is okay, because we're trying to establish this wellness clinic, meaning with encouraging people to bring their pets when the pet is okay, because we can see what you cannot see. We can make out some diagnosis that you may not know it's a problem, and we have the opportunity to get it at an early stage so we can handle it. So we are also encouraging owners to make sure your animal, you don't need to see your animal suffering or is sick before bringing it to the clinic. It has to be a routine. At least you need to come here at least 3 times a year, at least, so we can have the normal routine treatment for like warming and the general treatment.
Last in today is Tom, who lacks appetite and has blood in his stool.
Well, this dog here, so we made the rumbelle down the toilet there. We get blood. So count some for the can't treat her. Yes. But according to this clinic here, we appreciate because this clinic here now don't they count from all the dog is small. So you don't treat them, then they grow fine. Yes, irrespective of the cost, but they appreciate the situation.
The blood won't stop.
Yes. Now that what's actually.
Now wait. Then eat chicken bone. Yes or no question. You go to make cooking the ask so. This animal they talk. Now what you tell me, now I they take for make out and no say yes, now this for give the animal. But if you tell me wrong thing, obviously now wrong treatment of
chicken bone for food.
Fine. Now me go tell you now we go in our house and I discontinue for the chicken bone. Because the danger with chicken bone, where you eat them, in the better bone is swell and where they go down in guts, and they chook and they bust and blood. So it is true like it's too blood. And then I put like ORS 9 water.
Why they drink water so? I don't know from the past they go where you say go out around the road.
It look dull. But to be honest, you see small improvement or you say?
No, I see small improvement.
Fine.
Actually.
Okay. Yes. So that's small because it takes time for let it go down so we see. So we go take small.
But in the trip really small, I don't know what to happen.
This morning?
The trip, I don't know if it's also put on the cold.
Yeah, well, but you know, be the free. That chain been there.
You can lose them, then the free.
Say Monday.
Some waiting house a while because of always with the chain arm police in that situation come under control for the people that only come. Dog na security now, so right now the country dey so. When you get security, you don't safe. Because at times we left, even the drum defense go inside, but for all getting dog here, so no problem. So we appreciate the clinic and also them will more improve on their medical, so we will count more dogs in. Well, most likely Tuesday we'll come out for the final checkup.
That's it for this week. Join us next week for more from the vet.